What is going on, everybody? Pixel Enemy, Almost Evil 33 here, and today I have another Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you guys, and today I'm playing some of the Close Quarters expansion pack on Zeba Tower, and I'm using the F2000 with Cobra Red Dot sight, suppressor, and foregrip attached, and this is a setup that was recommended by Nick Bunyan, and Nick, if you're watching this, the setup kicks ass, and I really like it. I've been using it a lot more, and it's great for any close quarters style conflict. So I highly recommend you guys check out this setup if you haven't done so already. And that's pretty much it for the background gameplay. I did really well, so enjoy it. Now we have a lot to talk about today, and that is Battlefield 4's main selling point. And what I mean by that is the #1 reason that you guys are going to pick up Battlefield 4, or that you're at least very excited for Battlefield 4. Now I have 5 things here, and these are the main selling points that people seem to be getting accustomed to, and that people seem to be looking forward to in Battlefield 4 the most. So the first thing is elevators. I don't know what it is about these things, but people seem to be really excited for it. I don't know why, but it's been one of the most mentioned pieces of the Siege of Shanghai map that was shown at E3, and the elevators were such a big idea for people. People really loved them. So I guess people are really looking forward to the elevators. Personally, I'm not, because guess what? It's an easy way for a camper to get up to the top of the building and just kind of sit up there the whole game if nobody decides to take it down. So I'm not really that excited for them. I think it's a cool idea and everything, but I don't really see the purpose all that much. The second selling point that I could see so far is the naval warfare aspect of Battlefield 4. This has been kind of hinted at by DICE and EA since basically the announcement of the game, when they had the submarine trailer or whatever that had the propeller on it and everything. And now they're actually showing us that naval warfare is taking a little bit bigger of a role than it was in Battlefield 3. And I'm excited about that because it's more variety in the vehicles, which is cool. And I love the idea that when you get out of a boat or you bail out, you kind of get onto a jet ski sometimes. And that's awesome because that allows you to kind of get away from something else that might be attacking you in the water and kind of maneuver around it. So I think that's really cool. I'm really excited for the naval warfare. I hope they take it to another level, like fighting on aircraft carriers and stuff. Even if they don't really have that much of a dynamic usage of the carriers, but as long as you're fighting on them and maybe having boats around them, I don't know, something they can come up with. I think naval warfare could be an awesome, awesome part and addition to Battlefield 4. Third selling point is new squad play and teamwork, and basically the squads are now consisting of more than 4 players. I believe it's 5, and that's a little bit of an addition right there, but not that big of a deal. But what I like is the new idea of this working with your squad. I know that in Battlefield 3, obviously you get extra points when you revive your squad mates and heal your squad mates, resupply them. You get more points than you would normally with a regular teammate, and that's fine and everything, but I think Battlefield 4 is going to focus even more on squad play between the 5 of you, which I think is really cool. I think that the way that the perks are set up is just going to work really well because, like you guys probably already know, the perks aren't stacked anymore. You have to actually earn them as you go along. So as you acquire more squad points between you and your squad mates, you'll be able to unlock more perks for yourself, which will help you do better in battle in general. So that's a really good idea. I like that. It advertises the fact that you should be working with your squad, even if you don't know them and you're just playing with randoms. I think it'll add a little bit more to the squad play aspect of the game, which will also, in turn, allow the whole game to run smoother and your team to work better. Because squad play is really important. These 4 people that you'll be spawning on and basically using to find and target enemies is just going to be very important, and I'm happy to see that squad play is taking a big role in Battlefield 4. And also, along with that, your squad and your team, because now we're getting to the teamwork aspect, your team is going to be very important for the commander, and that leads me to my next point, which is commander mode. And this is a huge, huge selling point, second on my list, for reasons people want to buy Battlefield 4, the new commander mode. People have been begging for it since basically Bad Company 2, if I can remember correctly. It was rumored to be in Battlefield 3, that didn't happen, and I don't know, I think that personally I'm not excited for it. And the reason is because I think it's just going to be very difficult to balance it. And the biggest problem I have with Commander Mode, #1 on the list that I have an issue with Commander Mode, is the amount of power that one player has on the team. And basically it's just not fair because certain people are going to be not cut out to be a commander. If you have a low-level commander against a high-level commander who actually knows what he's doing, I mean, the low level's going to get obliterated. And they actually have a big say in supply drops, vehicle drops, intel, all that stuff that your team needs to win. And if you have an unskilled player in charge of that, it's not fair. I just don't get it. I don't think that it's going to be balanced. But at the same time, one of the proposed solutions is to only let, the highest player in the lobby, the highest ranked player, be the commander. But that's not fair either, because then new players never get a chance to be the commander. So it's just something that they need to balance, and I'm really curious to see how they do it. I also think it's very gimmicky. The whole touchscreen tablet thing, you being the commander on like an iPad, why? What is the purpose of this? I don't understand. I mean, if you're going to be a commander on the touchscreen iPad, you're going to be sitting through an entire game staring at that screen. Why would you want to do that? Wouldn't you want to play the game itself? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I think it's just gimmicky, and I wasn't a big fan of how they presented it at E3. But that's just my opinion. Let's move on to our final point, and that is Levolution. This is my #1 reason I want to buy Battlefield 4. I am so excited for Levolution, and just having this dynamic environment that you destroy. It's not like something like the Caspian Border radio tower that falls randomly or at a certain point in the game. You control this Levolution. This destruction is up to the players, and we've been asking for that for a long time. In conclusion, I think Battlefield 4 is going to be a revolutionary game. We have a revolutionary game on our hands, and I'm so pumped for the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, and let me know your selling point down below in the comments section, and I will talk to you guys down there. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.